everybody, it's Little Pepper Lady here. Today is Tuesday. It is May 21st, 2019. And my new mic came, so I want everybody to, first off, let me know if you can hear me better, if things are better as far as the volume quality goes, because I do have my mic, and essentially it just plugs into the headphone jack of my little computer here, because it's a computer tablet combo. So when I do my videos, I take my keyboard off and I just have the tablet. So I don't have a USB port. I couldn't get anything that had that, so I had to go with one that plugs into my headphone jack. So fingers crossed that it works well. Let me know, how the video quality is as far as sound goes and all of that. I also adjusted my lights so you can see my face a little better. All of that kind of good stuff. So also, if you see me like doing this with my eyes, my contacts are in today, and they are bothering me bad. I have never had glasses issues until about a month ago. I started getting really bad headaches. I went to the doctor, the optometrist, and I had an eye exam for the first time in my entire life, and she was like, "You have astigmatism in both eyes." And I went, "Awesome. I don't know what that means." So she gave me contacts. Well, those ones didn't work. They were the wrong prescription. So we've been messing around with those. I finally have my glasses in the correct prescription, and I'm finally used to wearing those. I can tell a difference when I have my glasses on versus when I don't on how I can see. And but I still do get the glare, because with astigmatism, it's how your cornea is shaped. So instead of it being round like it's supposed to, it's more of like a spherical shape, and it messes with the way the light hits your eye and how you see things close up and far away depending on your focus. So now I have contacts. They're supposed to be the right ones. I can't feel them. It's just they make my eyes itch. So I'm constantly like doing this to kind of make it feel a little bit better. They're very thin, and it was a struggle to put them in today, but we're going to keep trucking, and hopefully I can get it to work, because when I go to California here in 3 weeks, I don't want to wear my glasses on the beach. I want to be able to put sunglasses on, and the only way that I can do that is if I have my contacts in. Yes, I have a pair of glasses that have transition lenses, but my dog did get a hold of them the other day, so there's a puncture hole in those, so I will be needing to get those replaced, and I really don't have the funds for another $400 pair of glasses at the moment, so I have to make do with what I've got. So we're trying out the contacts. Fingers crossed those work. So let's get into today's topic. Why is it important to ensure that in your group that you're going to be with in an S.H.T.F situation or any disaster? It doesn't even have to be a massive disaster. It could be something small. Why is it important to have women in your group? If you go on the internet and you're looking for prepper blogs, the majority of what you're going to find is going to be male-based. Men usually are preppers. Whether they admit that they are or not, they have that natural instinct to be a warrior, to, fight, and to protect, essentially. That's, an innate thing that's instilled in them since birth, and they kind of already have that. Whereas women, we're not so, gung-ho with the violence, gung-ho with the protection. Yes, we're protective. We're protective of our children. We're protective of our family, but not in the sense that men are. So you're always going to see a lot more male preppers than you are female. And I find an issue with that, especially being a female prepper myself. There's a lot of advantages to being a female prepper. First off, we're very organized. So anything that we're trying to do to prepare for, we're going to be way more organized than most men. I'm not going to say all men, because there are men out there that are very type A personality. They're very organized, and they could be preppers, and that's great. But women generally tend to be more organized and, have things in place and have a set plan for things. They're always, with schedules and things like that. So that's one thing. Another thing, women are very nurturing, caring individuals for the most part. Now, there are women that I've met, and I'm sure a lot of you have too, that are not nurturing at all. So I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's a lower level of estrogen, more testosterone, things like that have to do with how they react and how they cope and how they adapt and things like that. But the majority of women are caring, nurturing people. And that is our number one thing. You know, we're made to do that because we're the bearer of children. And that's another huge reason why you want women around. We are able to continue the species on. So if you're not having women, as, you know, difficult as it might be having to protect us, which sometimes you don't really need to protect us. You just think that you do, but you really don't need to, because we're pretty good at taking care of ourselves. And I know a lot of women who can do things just as good, if not better, than men. And I'm talking about male things, things that men generally tend to do. Yard work, garbage, construction jobs, all that kind of stuff. We've seen a rise in that over the years, and women are, in some cases, better at it than men are. So that's a stereotypical thing that's been implanted in our minds through, you know, the media and social engineering and things like that, that women are weak and we need to be protected. That's not really the case anymore. So with all that being said, having a woman in your group in any type of a disaster situation is going to be beneficial to you. We generally know how to, you know, do sanitation better, hygiene better. We, like I said, are organized better. A lot of us, especially older generation women, and this includes myself and my children because I taught them, and I think it's important they know this, but we can knit, we can sew, we can crochet, we can do all those kind of things. So if we're in an instance where there's holes in our clothes and they need to be fixed and we have the tools to be able to do it, we can do that. A lot of men don't know how to do those kind of things, and that could be crucial, because if you're in the dead of winter and you need a blanket, we can make you a blanket if we have we have the supplies to be able to do that. And we're also very good at protection as well. Maybe not in the sense that men are, but we will make sure that, you know, we are keeping our children and our families and our group in a safe situation. We have innate senses as far as that goes. We can usually sense danger and things like that better than men, and we handle stress a lot better. It has been proven that women are way better at handling stress than men are. When a stressful situation arises, we are much more calm, cool, and collected. We're able to think about the possibilities of what could happen with that situation and plan accordingly, whereas men are just kind of jump the gun and act. So for all of you out there who have a group ready to go for any type of a disaster situation and you don't have women in your group, it would be a good idea to have them in your group. They are going to prove to be beneficial. Women are good at cooking as well. Yes, there's tons of men that are very good at cooking, but that's generally been a woman's type of thing for several decades. So, and in my house, my boyfriend knows how to cook, but I do the cooking. I cook way better than he does. That's just how it is. And I enjoy to cook. He bakes for a living, and he's, you know, doesn't want to come home and do it. So that's fine, and I do it, and I enjoy it. So just little things that people don't think about. They think women are a burden. They're going to be hard to have to deal with, and you know, they're going to have to be taking care of them and watching their back, when that may not possibly be the case, and they're going to prove to be extremely beneficial to, you know, the group in a long run as far as a lot of different circumstances go, especially if it's going to be a major S.H.T.F situation where you need to ensure that our population is going to continue to grow. You're going to need the women around in order to do that, and you're going to need to make sure that they're there long after all of that happens, so that we can, you know, take care of the children and make sure that they're growing up and learning things and doing all that kind of stuff. So I just kind of wanted to come on and talk about that, and I want to get your guys' opinions on some other things that I might not have in the top of my head. This is kind of just, I was going through some prepper blogs and I'm like, oh, it's all men-based. Where are the women preppers? I know there's a couple of them out there, but I think it's important that we are preppers, and I think it's important that not only are we preppers as a couple basis, if you have the ability to do that and your significant other is on the same page with you, but even if you're not, and even if they're not, maybe you can help, you know, turn them into that, or you know, find somebody who's like-minded in order to do that with, if you're a single woman prepper out there. And get in a niche with men, because you are going to at some point probably need their brute force and their strength and their ability to, you know, protect you when it comes down to that kind of thing, because obviously men are way stronger than we are. in most circumstances. So it's important to have that around just as a backup plan. But, you know, I want to see more women preppers. I want to get more women preppers on here. I want to get more women preppers on blogs and on the internet. And I want to see the empowerment of women, showing that we can do it too. And we have a totally different angle on it than a lot of men do. Because that's another thing. Men usually are like weapons, ammo, you know, bows, guns, all of that kind of stuff right off the bat. Whereas women are more looking into the medical and hygiene and sanitation kind of aspect of it, because those things are important to women, and they want to make sure that they're, you know, taken care of and everybody in their group is taken care of and they're healthy and protected. So let me know your thoughts on this. And that's basically all I have for today, guys. I'm going to get going to the store and get some stuff to cook out on the grill, because it is a beautiful day here again today. It's only in the 60s, but, you know, still want to cook out on the grill. It's sun shining, and it's going to be thunderstorms the next couple of days, so we got to enjoy it while we got it. As always, everything happens for a reason. Whether you're in a good situation, a bad situation, you're having a good day or a bad day, you're on that journey for a reason. So just stick with it and everything's going to be okay. And also always remember, forget about the past. It's not here anymore. That's not important, and there's nothing that you can do to change it. Be focused on the future, but be living in the now, because we all could not be here tomorrow. Be living, be loving, by laughing, be enjoying your life right now, but be focused on the future. That's all I got for you guys today. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.